Before we begin, be sure to subscribe to They Will Kill You. Hit the like button and request any topics you'd like to learn about in the comments section below. Number 3. Man takes selfie with plane hijacker. A domestic Egyptian flight carrying 5 passengers was diverted to Cyprus by a hijacker threatening to blow up his belt, which was allegedly rigged with explosives. The Algerian man named Innes Beats Mustafa was wearing a white belt with wires sticking out and asked for the plane, which was heading from Alexandria to be diverted across the Mediterranean in order to land in Alexandria. Mustafa kept passengers and crew hostage for almost 2018 hours. When the plane finally landed in Cyprus, it was surrounded by members of the island's terrorist squad. Over the next hour, Mustafa allowed about 40 passengers to walk free and started to make demands. The alleged terrorist requested the heavy terrorist presence around the plane be removed and also wanted political asylum. In the meantime, a British passenger, who was among the last passengers to be released, asked the flight attendants to translate for him that he wanted to punch the hijacker. Mustafa allegedly shrugged okay, so the British passenger stood up and punched him. Cabin crew members managed to break up the fight and held down the disruptive terrorist. In the meantime, a British passenger, who was among the last passengers to be released, named Ben Innes, stood by him and smiled. The alleged terrorist was rigged with explosives. A flight attendant took the picture. Innes, a health and safety auditor from Leeds, later revealed that he'd wanted to stood up and punch Mustafa's off the plane. During the altercation, Mustafa's head was smashed against the armrest and he started screaming. Some of the other passengers took pictures and videos of the incident with their phones. An Algerian man named Mustafa was caught on camera bleeding and was left with a broken nose, a concussion, and 2 of his front teeth were knocked out. Ultimately, Mustafa sued Ben Innes and was awarded an undisclosed amount of money. Mustafa stood by him and smiled as a federal agent took the picture. Innes, a health and safety auditor from Leeds, later revealed that he'd wanted Mustafa's belt. He suspected the belt was a fake, and it was later discovered that he was wrong. Mustafa was soon released, and the Cypriot authorities discovered that the hijacker, named Mustafa, was carrying explosive devices. Mustafa demanded for a 4-page letter written in Arabic delivered to Ben Innes, a British passenger. Terror was later ruled out as the motive for the hijacking. It seemed that Innes Beats Mustafa had an unstable personality, and the standoff came to an end after approximately 57 hours when the hijacker blew up his belt. Shortly afterwards, this for a 4-page letter written in Arabic delivered to Ben Innes, a British passenger who was among the last passengers to be released, emerged online and went viral. Number 2. Loose, aggressive Algerian man